After Abraham's wife Sarah dies, and after he marries off his son Yitzchak, he remarries. His new wife's name is Keturah. But the sages tell us that she's actually not a new person. We've met her before. Keturah is a new name for Hagar, Sarah's Egyptian maidservant whom Abraham had married years earlier, and whom at Sarah's request he had banished along with her son Ishmael. Why did Hagar get a new name? Usually we only give a person a new name in a circumstance wherein they're very, very sick and we want to rename them as a way of beseeching heaven for mercy. One commentator explains the reason she got that new name is that she was sick. She was spiritually sick. Why? Because we know through many examples in Jewish history and examples with which you're probably familiar in your own lives, that banishment like that of Hagar, or criticism, getting thrown out of a dorm or a school or a family, leads somebody to rebel. Without getting into any detail, I can assure you that I am familiar with what it's like to be thrown out of a yeshiva. It does not cause somebody to want to get closer to God. It does not cause somebody to want to get more religious. Quite the contrary. So Hagar needed a name change to protect her from that feeling. And in fact, when she was first banished, she did go back to her father's idols. But then she met the angel, and her son was saved. And then she stood tall and hung on to the things that she had gained in Avram's household. Keturah reflects the ketores, the beautiful incense that was burned in the Mishkan and in the temple. And it's a word that signifies the fact that she tied herself. She restrained herself from marrying another man. If she had, she wouldn't have been able to go back to Abraham. She stands the test of time as a monument to the fact that you can do it. Notwithstanding the banishment, the critique, you can stay strong. How many people do we know? There might be people out there watching this who will say, if not for that rabbi in Hebrew school, if not for that principal, if not for that teacher, if not for my father or my mother or whomever who forced it on me, who criticized me, who rubbed it in my face, who threw me out, I'd be much more religious. Just heard a story of a young man who years ago just cast off his religious observance. But then after what happened in Israel a month ago, he said, you know what? I'm going to go find my old pair of tefillin and I'm going to start putting them on again as a merit for the people of Israel who need it so desperately. And so he did that. And he posted it on his WhatsApp status. Hey, anybody want to join me? I started putting tefillin on again. And dozens of his friends and their friends, and it keeps growing, said, you know what? Count us in. We also stopped putting on our tefillin. But we're going to go find them and we're going to start putting them on. So if you've got an old pair of tefillin or a yarmulke or a siddur, or if you're a woman, some candlesticks that you haven't used in years to light Shabbat candles, go take them out of the closet. We need you. We need you back. And if you don't have any of those things, go buy them, borrow them, get somebody to buy them for you. We need everyone. We're all in this fight together.